Fam, this is Shannon, and today I wanted to talk again about my cup of emotions. So, I've made a couple of other videos about my cup of emotions, and the reason why I have this, so take a regular cup and you take a bunch of clothespins and then you write different emotions on them. And today, a little sad. So I'm gonna briefly tell you why I'm sad and let me know if you feel the same way after hearing this. So, about a week ago, I adopted a mama cat and her babies. And her story was she showed up to this lady's house. She just walked in, and the lady was like, okay, I guess I have a cat now. And then the cat asked to go back outside. The cat's name is Espion. That's Mama's name. I call her Little Mama. So the cat went back outside, and about 20 minutes later came back with a baby in her mouth. And the woman was like, oh, okay. And so she waited about another day, and Mama Cat Espion didn't go back out and get any more babies. So the lady can't take care of a mama cat and a kitten, so she calls the shelter, and the shelter came and picked Mama Cat up and her baby. And they had already had an orphan kitten. His name is Oreo. And he didn't have a mama, so they figured they would place this orphan kitten with Mama Espion and see if they took to each other. And so meanwhile, my boyfriend and I had just gotten rid of two kittens. They were adopted together. They were really cute. And so we're really happy that they got adopted together. So my boyfriend comes out of the bathroom we were keeping them in and says, you know what, I think I miss having the kittens here. And I said, well, do you want me to contact the foster coordinator and see if we can get some more? He said, yeah, sure. So the very next morning, I type out a message, and before I even send the message, I show it to Ken, my boyfriend, and I'm like, what do you think? He said, yeah, sure, go ahead and send it. Basically, in my message, it was like, if you have a mama cat that's pregnant or has already had babies, or if you just have kittens that you need a home for, let us know, we'll take them. And because we have the room, we have the capabilities, we don't have any children, so we're able to do that. And so the foster coordinator messages me and says, yes, absolutely, and tells me about this cat's story. And so I tell my boyfriend, he's like, wow, this is really soon. And I'm like, don't do this. I'm going up there to meet him. I will let you know, and then we can make a decision. You know, we don't have to foster anything. We don't have to do anything. We're grown adults, you know, living in America. We can do whatever we want. And so he's like, okay, go ahead and go and meet him, and then we'll decide. And so I go up there and I meet Mama Espion, and she's very sweet. She's just very protective over her babies. Her babies, like, she took to Oreo uh, really quickly. Like, that's her baby, right? And anyway, so I meet her. I meet the newborn kittens that don't even have their eyes open yet. Her baby was not even a week old, and Oreo was not even 10 days old, so they don't even have their eyes open yet. And I meet him, and I'm sending my boyfriend all these pictures I'm showing y'all. And finally, he breaks, and he's like, just bring them. So, right before I leave with them, Mama Cat gets all of the inoculations, the shots, the everything that you're supposed to get your cat, and flea medicine, and just everything. Like, they load her up And I notice almost immediately after she's really lethargic, cathartic, just she's not feeling well. She's not doing good. But I bring her here and I get her set up in the bathroom, and we're supposed to weigh the kittens every morning and evening. And so I start doing the weights, and I already notice that her kitten is losing weight. And then I go to bed, and the next morning I wake up, and Mama Cat has vomited everywhere in the bathroom. She just made a whole mess of it, like on her kittens and everywhere in like the bathroom was just full of cat vomit. It was terrifying, and she just looked really bad. She was hacking and sneezing and coughing. And her baby is still losing weight. Oreo is just maintaining his weight. I'm scared for them. So I contact the foster coordinator and I say, this is something is wrong. This is not right. She is sick and he is sick and like this is bad. And she said, well, you know, it could have just been the shots. Let's just wait another day. And I'm like, okay, we'll wait another day. And so the next morning, I contact the foster coordinator and I say, her baby is still losing weight. Oreo is doing fine, but Mama is sick. She is hacking, she is sneezing, she is like, this is bad. And so she tells me, look, this does sound kind of like an emergency. Bring them up to the shelter. And this is where it gets sad. So I take the cats to the shelter and I get there, I run in, and the foster coordinator picks up the mama's baby and she looks at me and she says, I think he's already passed. I think he's already gone. And Mama Cat is howling and yowling and just in a wreck because she knows. He passed away on the way to the shelter. And it was really sad. And I didn't do anything wrong. I did the best that I knew how to do, you know. So they do a little kitty autopsy or figure out why he passed away, and it's like the kitten version of SIDS. Basically, he, you know, was liable to, if she had other babies, which they believe she did, they liable passed away for the same thing. Mama is not even 9 months old. Like, it was kind of to be expected. They gave Mama Espeon some medicine because she is very sick. And Oreo is doing just fine. He's gaining weight. He's opening his eyes now. But I just feel really bad because it's a life. And, you know, that was already here. Like, everybody knows I'm pro-abortion, but it was a life that was already here. And that needed to be taken care of. You know, if you're already here, you need to be taken care of. And that's part of the reason why I'm okay with not having children. You know, I tell people all the time, everybody else can have kids. I'll have all the pets, you know, I'll do that. And, but it just made me really sad. And I had to break the news to my boyfriend and my parents. They were trying to help because the foster allowed us to name the kittens, and our parents were trying to help us name the kittens. And we didn't get too attached, but it's still kind of sad. And Mama is doing a little bit better. She's still sick, but she is doing a little bit better. And Oreo is doing just fine. He's a very good little kitten. I look forward to the next several weeks with them. But it's still sad. And I just want to let you guys know what was going on in my life and to see what y'all think. And let me know if you foster any animals and what your foster stories are. So, peace out, fam, and take care.